last week on Wildside.
Shouldn't be any problem as far as your future activities. I don't think you got any ligament injury or any fractures. That's the main thing.
Ricky Morton, paybacks are hell. Hardcore hell 2000, you're mine.
I hear Rick Michaels, bad attitude, whatever you want to call yourself. You understand one thing about Robert Gibson and myself. You see, we stand for NWA. We live NWA. We've been in every major organization there is. You know what we wrestle as? NWA.
We got an all-out fight. Who's you see this? It's Johnny Rand. They're going to hook it up here on Wildside. It'll be me. What? Wait a second. AJ Styles has him pinned. Steve Martin went in the ring. What? What's he doing? What? Here come the troops. Here come the troops. Ruckus and Onyx. Bailey has Steve Martin down in the ring. Ed Golden now has him setting him up for a pile driver. Up. He got him up. He's got him up. Oh, and down, and I'm now joined by the Vice President of the NWA, Mr. Bill Behrens. Good to see you. Oh, and this is great, isn't this? Oh, no. You know, he is prematurely balding. I guess Jeff just wants to help him out here. I wouldn't know anything about balding, so, you know, but Steve sure does.
Remember when you used to look like this, Chance Williams? And come March 18th, Abdullah the Butcher will be at the NCW Arena. And as it stands right now, due to my orders and this situation right here, Ruckus, you're gonna face Abdullah the Butcher.
Good evening, fans, and welcome once again to Wildside Wrestling. Bill Behrens, the Vice President of the glorious National Wrestling Alliance, has seen fit to hire me, a certified Yankee, as your new host of Wildside Wrestling. And now let's take you to the dregs of society, that cesspool, the NCW Arena, and my close personal friend, Bill Behrens. Take it away, Bill.
Bill, I know you're my boss, but you're catching a lot of flack here at the NCW Arena. Any real fans of professional wrestling, I have no slack at all. It's only with some of the inbred here at ringside that I have a problem. Anybody who is an idiot enough to hold up an NCW sign is an example of the problem. First of all, I'm up this morning. I just finished my work on the internet. I turn on WHOT channel 34, and what the heck is going on? Wildside is on WHOT. All right. Now, first of all, I did not authorize this. This is not what I had planned, and this is obviously something Steve Martin has decided he can do on his own. Hey, Steve Martin, that's not part of our agreement. You and I will be talking later this evening about this, but don't be surprised if you don't see Wildside back on WHOT ever again at this point. Get a life. All right, now, secondarily, I told you all last week that this is a piece of garbage, and I'm tired of it, but you know what? Obviously, each and every one of you believe it's a piece of garbage also, because last week they sold out of this piece of junk, but nobody subscribed to this. So proving once again, this is as useless as used toilet paper, and it deserves to be flushed. And you might buy it here, but to go out $12 for a subscription, hey, that cuts into your chewing tobacco and old Milwaukee money, I understand. Now, Romeo Bliss. Last week, Romeo Bliss, you disrespected me in this ring. You will not wrestle tonight here in the NCW Arena.
What? Al, does this guy ever shut up? Good.
Also,
No.
Let's show a little more respect for the NWA superstars that are here this evening.
He's here. And we're going to see him.
The #1 contending tag team all the way from the Mid-Atlantic group. Triple X is here this evening. I'm also excited to say that I've been able to get special permission, and that's right, the prodigy T.J. Gray will defend the worldwide television belt right here in this ring tonight. I know you're excited about it, but finally, let me get on to the biggest pain in my ass that's in this building. The supposed chosen one, not Jeff Jarrett, no. Yeah, the original chosen one, right. Rick Michaels. Now this guy is an idiot. This guy is an idiot. Last time he was here, he was beaten all around this ring by the Rock and Roll Express, 6 times World Tag Team Champions and your Wildside Tag Team Champions. What does he do? He hobbles over to Raw, wrestles against the Headbangers, and has his ass kicked all over the ring because he can't even stand up. What's he do then? He hobbles onto an airplane, goes over to England, and gets beat up by everybody over in England. He's determined to make a fool of himself. Well, I'm going to add to it. I've talked to the Rock and Roll Express. They will not be here on April 1st for Hardcore Hell. The Rock and Roll Express have better things to do. They'll be traveling the world. On April 1st, however, I'm going to bring back the New South.
Oh, boy.
That's right. Your North American Tag Team Champions will be back here on the 1st. And Rick Michaels, if you can make it through the North American Champions, well then just maybe Ricky and Robert will deem to show up in this building. Well, everyone, I see that my time here is over. Tim, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to be heading out of here in just a second.
If you have this microphone turned off, I will personally come out there and slap the living piss out of you. Now get out of my ring. Shut up. You figure a man that's in an executive vice president role could afford a new suit, you cheap piece of garbage. And you know, 34. WHOT 34. I've heard so much about WHOT 34, but let's shoot about this one. We didn't weasel our way back in. This is what really happened, and here's the impression. My name's Bill Behrens. Please, Steve, go back to 34. I had this big contract with him, and Bert's done pulled out. Oh, God. Somebody's got to cover my ass, please. So he sent him a tape for 1 week only. And the reason it's 1 week only is because we don't need it. So Bill Behrens, you know, people have said I'm a big mark, so I am. So in the words of The Rock, take your 34, turn that son ways, shove it up your Yankee ass. Don't you cut this mic off.
This must be a shootout, Gantz. It is.
You want to tell me that the Rock and Roll Express ain't going to be here? Ricky Morton is going to get his face smacked, but you want to bring the New South? Who cares? But you see, Rock and Roll Express is not here. New South is not here. But old Lefty is.
What the hell? Oh, no! He just smacked the daylights, and here comes Ricky Morton from the backside with that belt. And we got security going to break this situation up, and I mean in a hurry, but he just smacked the living daylights out of NWA Vice President Bill Behrens.
Totally uncalled for. Rick Michaels needs to be sanctioned. He needs to be fined. He needs to be fired. He needs to be taken out back and shot.
And Ricky Morton's wanting him, and Rick Michaels is wanting Ricky Morton, so
It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. We're going to have a fight here sooner or later when the Rock and Roll Express tie up with Bad Attitude. And there's that lowlife at ringside, Bill Behrens. And you're talking about some inside shoots. Fans, this thing's got out of control right here on Wildside.
Ricky, Bill, David's not here, but I am. Bill Behrens, your ass is mine. Ricky Morton, you want to jump people from behind? Well, by God, two can play at this game.
You're talking about a hell of a way to start a show. Rick Michaels and Bill Behrens are at it one more time as the NCW NWA continues.